guys, Monique here. So I'm about to do a mukbang, as you can see from the title. I'm going to be talking about some decluttering slash minimizing that I'm in the middle of doing, as well as some of my favorites from this year so far, 2021 so far. So for food, what I have is some lasagna. If you want to see the recipe for that, I will link that down below. As well, I'm going to just be snacking on some yummy hummus with veggies, including some garden fresh romaine lettuce. And speaking of some of my favorites, this is one of my favorite, I think this is my favorite vegan nog. Sometimes there are some years where you get this and there's like little speckles in it. I didn't find it was quite so bad this time around. I still have a couple more in my basement, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh boy. The date is June 9th, 2021, and it's now the end of June, so I'm like, I better open this up and drink some. Well, I am pretty hungry, so I'm gonna have some yummy lasagna. So good. Amateur at this right now. Amateur mukbanger. Drink of choice is water. What is your favorite drink? Oh, and while we're at it, we might as well just pour us some noggy nog. So yes, decluttering and minimizing. It's quite the process. If you've seen some of my older videos, you'll know that I'm a pretty, I don't know, I've called myself a hoarder. I think there's a spectrum. What do you guys think? Because I've had some people like tell me, Monique, no, you're not a hoarder. But I went and looked up the definition is basically someone that like collects things or hoards certain things. And I'm like, I feel like I do that. But not quite as extreme as like those massive hoarder things. But there has been times, like when we lived in our basement suite, we have since moved in August. But when we lived in our 1-bedroom basement suite, like there was things on like every single surface, like on all of our couches, on all of our chairs, on tables, like on the floor. Like I would put appliances on the floor because I didn't have room for things. So anyways, I've been in the process of trying to declutter. There's this something White is her name. I'll put her name up on the screen and maybe mention that in the description box below as well. I just started watching her YouTube channel yesterday because I joined a decluttering and minimizing group on Facebook. Hold on, I need a bite. So good. This is like so tasty. I love this lasagna recipe. To be fair, I haven't really tried a whole bunch of other lasagna recipes, but this is so delicious. And whenever I take it to potlucks, people are like, man, I need the recipe. Man, I want some more of that. What was I talking about? Yeah, so I started watching her channel and she's got like so many really helpful tips. Joined some groups, and it's just kind of been making me feel a little bit more like, yes, I can do this. Yes, I want to do this. So we did a little bit of a garage sale. Didn't do super well because it was like, it wasn't at my house, it was at someone else's house, so I brought some of my stuff over there. Anyways, it didn't sell super well because it wasn't like a super great location, I think. But yeah, I just went and picked up my stuff today and then just dropped it off at a secondhand store. I was like, I don't need this. There was like three things that I still kept, because one thing I think I can sell for a decent price. It's like a premium quality wig. So I'm like, I think I can get a little bit of money from this. There's like two things that were kind of pretty that I was like, I don't really want to give this up yet. But yeah, I can pan around. Slightly embarrassing, but I can pan around and show you guys like that we still do have issues where we do, or I do anyways, put a bunch of my crap like all over surfaces. Like I have a hard time. I had to clean off my table to do this video and like wipe it down and everything. I still see some spots. Don't look too hard. Anyways, I had to like clear this all off. So yeah, I can pan around and show you guys like some of the rooms that I still want to work on. Like Jeff's gonna obviously help with me. I think as things start to clear up, he'll be good at like letting things go as well. Because at first when I was like grabbing things for the garage sale and putting like making a pile, he was coming over and he was like, oh no, you're getting rid of your like firefly wings. These are so cute. These would look so cute on you. And I'm like, I've had these since I was a teenager and I have never worn them for you. And we've been in, maybe like put them on once. I'm like, we've been together for like 13 years, so I think I can let them go. So yeah, those went to the secondhand store today. Sorry, my brain is a little bit scattered because I didn't really put together what I wanted to, how I wanted to convey all of this decluttering stuff. But I just wanted to share this, like this part of the journey with you guys because I've been so excited about it. I've been thinking about making some like separate videos just about the decluttering process. It becomes a little bit overwhelming because sometimes I'm like, I don't really feel like filming, and then I would like put things off because I'd be like, oh, I'm not gonna do this until I'm ready to film. And then I'm like, ugh, that's silly. So I've just been like kind of powering through and doing things, and then I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot to film. But it's okay. There's still like so much stuff that I can still like film some parts of it. And hopefully I'm able to motivate some of you guys that are also possibly like clutterbugs like myself. Or maybe it's just like satisfying for someone that's already a minimalist to see someone go from like a really messy surface to like a clean surface. Like it's so nice having my spare room coming back, you guys. So nice. I can actually walk along in the floor. Like there's like space now. I'm like, this is nice. I'm gonna be like, true herbivore style vegan. That was a little weird, but I just wanted to be a stereotypical vegan for a second. Eating my veggies, eating my lettuce. This is straight from the garden, so tasty. This is our first year gardening. That's really fun. I mean, there's ups and downs because it's a little bit frustrating when like things like herbs aren't really growing. You kind of have to like, I don't know what the word is, but when you take it outside, you have to like get it used to like temperatures, like colds and worms and stuff like that. Because we started some of it inside and just like, ugh, I don't know if I want to do that next year. Maybe we'll just put things outside and see if it works. I don't know. I guess it depends on what it is. Because I can't remember if our tomatoes are finally starting to do a bit better. It might be. So yeah, the decluttering, minimizing thing is getting to the point where it's really fun. Like I was trying to make a rule for myself where once a month I was going to bring some, like a box and some bags to like the secondhand store. That was my goal, but it wasn't really getting there. So I feel like I'm not the type of person that can create like a set goal, be like, I'm going to do this once a month kind of thing at this date or whatever, because then like that time will pass and I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot to do that. So I've decided I'm just going to do things just as I get the inspiration to do them. And I mean, one of my goals right now is to like try to like tidy up / get rid of something, one of those two things, maybe both, every single day, just like a little bit of something, like just for like a couple minutes of cleaning, you know. I think a little bit goes a long way, you know, as the saying goes. Oh, by the way, did you see my new hairdo? So I did a video of my hair, but I've since went back. So that was in February that I did my hair, and went back mid-June. I don't know if I can show it off very well, but she did her first try of doing a butterfly. I wanted to make it look like there was a butterfly sitting on my ears. But yeah, back to favorites. I want to talk about some of my favorite vegan chocolate. These free-to-be sunflower cups. So it's a little bit confusing because one of them says chocolate and one of them says dark chocolate, and I'm like, are these ones vegan? like, why does this say chocolate and the other one says dark chocolate? Because this one does taste like more like a milk chocolate. And I guess that's all it is. So it says vegan right on it. It says dairy free and all that kind of stuff. So this is so good. I think they're like $3.50, which is you know, but yummy. Like for my massage therapy business, for my clients, I have a little snack bowl, and this is one of the things that goes in it. And it's usually one of the things that people grab the most. They're like, peanut butter cups. I'm like, well, they're not peanut butter, but yeah. Anyways, and then one of my other favorite chocolate things. This one's from Walmart. Down the candy aisle. I think it's like $5, like $4.95. Dark chocolate with fruit and nuts. So yummy. This one definitely tastes darker than that one, but still really good. And this one lasts longer in my house because it's such a big bar, and I just take like a little piece here and there. Funny because it says fruit and nuts, but the fruit is just raisins, but it tastes good. It's like almonds and raisins. And then my favorite snack bar, you guys, so far. I'm hoping to do like a review video. I put things off so much. Like, I'm such a huge procrastinator. I think that goes hand in hand with being like someone that's like a clutterbug hoarder type person. I think you just like, the reason why you got to that state is because you're like, oh, I'll do it later. Oh, I'll do it later. And then like once it gets to the point where you have to clean, you're like, it takes so long. But if you were to just literally just do a bit of dishes every day and like fold your laundry as it's coming out of the dryer, might seem like common sense to some of you guys listening, but not so much for me, I guess, because like I'm watching these videos and people are talking about it. I'm like, you know, I should try that. I don't even know where I was going with this. Oh yeah, I was gonna do a video where I bought like over $100 worth of like bars, like snack bars from Superstore. I know, I'm crazy. I was like, oh, I'll do like a taste test video, and then I'm thinking about it and I'm like, that's like super overwhelming. How am I gonna organize that and then determine, like, I don't feel like I'm super great at taste test videos as it is. I was like, how am I gonna organize that so that like, so I'll probably make like a few different segments of it, like, and compare similar ones. I don't know. Anyways, this is one of my favorite snack bars. It's from Walmart. It's got 2 bars in it, and like little thin bars. I'm trying to find the, what was I gonna look up? Oh yeah, the protein isn't super high on it, so I want to find one that's like higher in protein just to keep me full longer, but that actually tastes good. Okay, that's the problem. Like, I find like protein powders and stuff like that, like I don't mind Vega, so maybe a Vega protein bar might taste okay to me. I don't know if it would be super high in sugar, but anyways, yeah, this has 3 grams of protein. It only has 3 grams of protein in it, so I'd like to find one that's like 7 grams at least for like a snack bar, you know? Because the point of like eating something like that is to kind of hopefully fill you up. There's definitely some that are like 20 grams of protein, and so maybe if I could just even determine which one is my favorite out of all those, and then like share that with you guys, because this is something I want to discover for myself, then I can share that with you guys, and that would be so lovely. Feel free to comment down below some of your favorite protein snack bars. I would like that. And even if it's like a simple recipe, I would like that too. Like, reduce my purchase on like packaging. I'm quite wasteful. I'm trying to get better, but I'm quite wasteful with that. What are some of your guys' favorite TV shows these days? So I watched Sweet Tooth. That's quite a cute show. I would recommend that one. That one's on Netflix. So I have Netflix and Disney Plus, so feel free to recommend some things from there. Yeah. So that one, it has some like comparisons and like kind of like little stabs, pokes, jokes, whatever about COVID in there, because there's something called the sick or whatever, and then people put on the masks and stuff when they see people, and it's just, I don't know, it made me laugh anyways. So if you're trying to like get away from like COVID and stuff like that, you might not want to watch that, but it made me laugh. I wasn't expecting it, and so yeah. But basically with that one, without giving away too much, basically like the sick happened or something like that, and then all these kids that are being born after a certain time are all hybrids, so they're part human, parts animal. Yeah. And I think as time goes on, the kids are becoming more and more animal. So anyways, it's kind of interesting. There was another show that was kind of sci-fi that I watched earlier this year. I'm kind of blanking on what it was called, but it was really good. So if I remember that, I'll put that up on the screen. I know you're probably like, can't be that good if you don't remember the name. I don't even remember what it was about. Was it something with fairies or something? I don't know. Yeah, I really like watching sci-fi type shows with like fairies, witches, werewolves, vampires, all that good stuff. I just really like things that kind of, I guess it's sci-fi or fantasy. I don't know the difference between the two. Is fantasy just like a different realm of sci-fi? Like, I don't know. Apparently I'm not that big of a geek. I'm a geek for sure, but not as big as Jeff is. That's okay. I'm saying that's okay that he's a big geek. Like I love geeks and nerds and yeah. Finally starting to get a little bit full. That's good. I was pretty hungry when I started filming this. I usually watch TV shows more than movies because I really like to binge on things. So yeah, I love to get to know story, like characters, and like watch them develop in the storyline and all that. Whereas unless it's a movie series, you don't really get that from movies. Yeah. If you guys live in Edmonton, are you guys excited for Die Pie / it's actually Satan's Disciples that's coming back? They pushed it to August. I'm gonna guess September, not to be like rude, but I remember the first time that they tried to open Die Pie, like there's all these little kinks that they had to work out and they had to keep pushing back the date. So I'm guessing September. I would love them to open in August. And originally they were trying to do mid-June and then they pushed to July. And now it's August, so I'm like, it's gonna be September. Anyways, I'm super excited for their food to come back. For those that aren't from here, they make this really good vegan chicken from like gluten. So basically the reason why I said Die Pie first is because there's technically they had like 3 different like restaurants going on and then they had to shut them all down due to COVID in December. But the way they had worded it, I could tell that they were probably planning on reopening once things got a little bit better financially, like with COVID and all that kind of like less uncertainties. Things are starting to open up here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. But yeah. And Die Pie, they made like pizza, so I'm kind of hoping that even with Satan's Disciples, they'll do like maybe every now and then the pizza of the week or something. I don't know. I miss the pizza. Yeah, buffalo chicken pizza. I'm not super. My body doesn't do super well with spices, but I always ordered their buffalo chicken pizza because I just like the flavors that was on it, and then like there was more oompah. What's the right word? I don't know, more stuff on it. So some of their pizzas are a little bit plain. I don't know if it's just because like their pizza crust isn't like super firm, so you can't put too much on it because it would just all fall off. Maybe that's why. Or maybe they're just being like all, is bougie the word? I don't know. Like when you're trying to be like super fancy, I don't know, and then charge a little bit more. I don't mind paying a little bit extra for like the vegan restaurants where you can tell that they've made things from scratch, like they make their own dough, their own cheese and stuff like that, and I think they made their own veggie meats. So I don't mind paying a bit extra for stuff like that because then it's like I feel like they've put in the work that they deserve a little bit more. What are your thoughts on that? Do you just prefer all the really cheap vegan options? Because I feel like honestly, if a restaurant is fully vegan, usually they're quite overpriced, right? Unless it's like an Asian place that's like selling things like with noodles, because honestly, like noodles and rice are quite cheap, so you're able to lower the prices, I think. But anything that like uses cashew nuts and stuff like that, they just seem to like make the cheese. They seem to like, things are so pricey. I don't know, but I've kind of accepted it, and I'm like, yeah, okay. It's kind of like targeted to a niche audience, and yeah. So what I was going to say is that I find that if you go to another restaurant that's not vegan, that has a vegan option, like it depends on which one, okay, but like a lot of the Asian ones, I find like the prices are pretty decent. Like you, instead of paying like, I don't know, $20 for a bowl of something, you're paying like the regular 12, 15, like, you know, $10 to $15 range. That's should be how much a vermicelli bowl costs, you know? It shouldn't cost 20 bucks. Okay, stay. Starting to like feel like the food's hitting the spot. I finished this. Kind of wishing I had bread. Ooh, I could just use lettuce to scoop it up. Oh my goodness. I'm being silly. Okay, I'm also trying to be like somewhat healthier, so. Yeah, I definitely recommend making this recipe. This was from Cheap Lazy Vegan, and then I adapted it a bit. When I was making that video, I felt like I was being so extra, like for the lasagna. Like I was just, whoa, hey everybody! Like I was just like, whoa, and then I rewatched it. The first time it made me cringe, so I rewatched it a second time. I'm like, you know what? It's kind of fun energy. Maybe it's okay. I would like to hear from you guys what you guys think about like my energy right now, like in this video versus like in that video, because I was like, whoa, I felt like I was a little over the top sometimes. There were some parts that I edited out because I was like, that's just so cringy. I just can't, no. The thing with YouTube is that you have to kind of be a little bit over the top. You have to be a little bit excitable, otherwise people are just gonna be watching your video. Like if I was talking like this, because this is how I would normally talk to someone, it's kind of boring, right? Like it doesn't captivate your attention, so you gotta enunciate your words a little bit better, and you gotta like just like have them come out of you better. What is that word? Come out of you, but I don't know. Anyways. Otherwise it's just you just kind of want to like stop watching. But I think I'm pretty much finished. I'm so excited and proud of myself, you guys. I actually made a mukbang video that's not like over an hour long. Like most of my videos for mukbangs are at least 45 minutes long. It's because I talk too much and I can't get through the food quick enough. So yeah, I'm learning. Oh, bread. Clean up this lasagna sauce. So let me know down below if you have some tips for a newbie at minimizing / decluttering. Any like YouTubers that you would recommend me to go and watch. I apologize, by the way. I like looking at the screen of like where I am instead of at the viewfinder, and I know that that's super annoying to watch people's videos when they do that. I think I did that for most of this video without even thinking. Anyways, yeah, let me know down below about like some tips and stuff like that for minimizing and decluttering / de-hoardering. Is that a word? I just made it up. I don't know. Not very creative. As well as some of like your favorite TV shows and movies that you've been enjoying as well. I would love to hear them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know also if you're interested in like following some more of my minimizing journey. I think that's kind of a thing that people enjoy watching. I like watching them. Because like I said, it's just nice to see like a really messy surface go to like a much cleaner surface, and then someone expressing like how much easier it's becoming for them to like have less clutter. It's very inspiring. I love that so much. Okay, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Veg, peace and love. Thank you. Till next time. Bye.